This is my heart rate sitting down. Or sitting up. It was 81 2 minutes ago, where I was like leaning up against the couch cushion, resting and relaxing. And it's getting kind of dark, and I'd like to turn the lights on. So I'm gonna stand up, try to catch my breath, and not trip over my shoes. And this is me walking to the light switch. And we're recalibrating. Making my way back to the couch, feeling very thankful to sit down again. Now I am seated on the couch. Now I'm gonna lie down on the couch. And you can see my heart rate jumps all over the place and is getting lower. Look at me, I'm a bit of a mess. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Mallory. If you'd like to become one of my pals, subscribe down below. It's super simple, it's easy and free. And don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you are a returning pal, welcome back. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. As you can see, like when I'm sitting up and I'm just like leaning and like relaxing, and I stay like this where I hardly move my body at all, I feel kind of like okay. So we're recalibrating. And my BPM, my heart rate, is 91. And it's continuing to lower, 89. 86. Like you can see it's like skipping. It's not like I don't know if that makes sense. But one of my goals for today was to take a shower, and if you can tell by my hair, that did not happen. And it's 8:14. It's kind of late. I feel like even though all I did was like lay in bed most of the day and then eventually got up like and moved over to the couch, I just get extra tired at night, so that will not be happening. When I'm like laying in bed at night, or when I'm just laying in bed in general, like laying like horizontally, like flat, I feel my best. When I have to get up, that's when I like feel my worst. And like there's certain things that I want to try to like show you. And so what I was trying to show you was like, going from like sitting to standing, and then like when I lie flat, I might do a better job of showing you that later on. The heart rate definitely decreases, and that's definitely not normal for a young person that's relatively healthy. But last night I was like fine in bed, but then all of a sudden I had to go to the bathroom. Because let's face it, this is 21 fluid ounces, and I try now to drink 3.5 of these a day. But before I was drinking 2.5, and that's still a lot, especially because I consume most of my water like late at night. Between like 9 and 11 is when I'm like chugging the most. And so if I get into bed between like 11:30 and midnight, then I'm constantly having to like get up. But once I'm like settled for most of the night, you know, it's fine. But like most people, the minute you decide you're gonna go to sleep, that's when your bladder decides it wants to say hello. And I tried to get up and out of bed, and I was struggling, and I knew I didn't want to like wake my mom up and bother her to just escort me to the bathroom. So luckily we have two chairs, desk chairs, and they're like, you know, on wheels. And I was able to get from my bed to the one chair, and I used it like a walker, like the walkers with the wheels, to like escort myself to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Talk about being inventive. So I had an EKG, which I might have mentioned. My doctor wants to do all this other stuff that I don't think is necessary because I think I know what's wrong with me. And in fact, I was wearing this exact pajamas. It's a nightgown with Minnie Mouse on it when I said that I was helping people who were either recently diagnosed with POTS or had questions about POTS. I was sitting in the same exact spot, wearing the same exact nightgown, just giving old little POTS chat, and now here I am, feeling like I have it too, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. So it's like you change positions and your heart rate and or your blood pressure. Because I think there could be, if you have some type of, I don't want to say hypertension. Hyper something, I don't know, there's something. And it could have, like, your blood, I almost said sugar, because my blood sugar drops all the time. But your blood pressure could drop and make you feel like, ooh. Or your heart rate, hence the tachycardia crap. Your heart rate elevates and it goes, and you just feel all sorts of weird things that are not fun and uncomfortable, and it's very exhausting. So all that to say, I'm gonna go back to resting and watching TV, and I'll try to like pop. I do want to show you like what happens to me when I just simply go from my condo down a flight of stairs to my golf cart. So I want to like, you know, do a fun little experiment here. So I'll see you when I see you, and right now I'm worn out and I'm gonna just go back to watching American Idol. That is my heart rate, and all I'm doing is sitting and brushing my hair. And now I'm thinking, how am I gonna wash my face and brush my teeth? Hello. It's going down. It's 1:15, 1:11.
Oh, that's good.
It says jumping in increments of 5. 107. 104.
Okay. Where would you like to eat? You can handle outside. I love outside.
Oh, it's shady.
Yeah, it's nice for me to get out of the house for a little bit.
Now I'm standing. I'm like fully sitting up in my bed, and it's 1:05. This is one of my desk chairs that I've been using as a walker to assist me from my bed to my bathroom. And I used it last night to get from the living room to my mom's room, and I like that I can put all my stuff on it so I don't have to worry about carrying anything. But also I like that it's a seat so I can stop and sit down anytime I need to. Now I'm sitting upright. Now we're in the 80s, which isn't bad. It'll be interesting when I stand up. It is 1:03. I've been in bed all this time. I woke up between like 10 and 11, and now I'm about to sit up to slowly make my way out of bed and have lunch. I also really need to start hydrating myself, so I have one of those like memory foam bath mats. I'm gonna sit here, like where I'm lower to the ground. Wait till I feel a little bit better before getting up again to attempt anything else. Also, here's a snapshot of my floor. It's covered in my hair. And this is nothing, but this is just to show you my hair is still falling out. So I just brushed my teeth, washed my face, and now I'm sitting back down for obvious reasons. Clearly, this is not normal. Hopefully, it's not my new normal. It's just a little temporary setback. Obviously, don't mind any messes. I barely have energy to. I'm doing a good job with my hair. If I barely have the energy to do basic hygienic life skills, then don't expect me to do anything else. But it is, hold on. It's currently 3:46. Part of me wants to get the mail. Part of me knows what that will entail. I think that rhymed. And how that'll like take everything that I don't have out of me. But I kind of want to show you like my heart rate when I'm standing and walking and going down a flight of stairs and like walking to my golf cart, because if I do get the mail, I'm going to be getting it, taking my golf cart, which is very sad because I don't live that far from the mailboxes. Like, the walk is not that bad, but for me, it's currently not doable. If you hear a bunch of ruckus in the background, my mom's on a work call, so that is kind of where my head is at. We will see. If you don't see me getting the mail, then I clearly didn't make it, and I'm most likely lying down somewhere and just drinking a boatload of water. So I just brushed my teeth, washed my face, and now I'm sitting back down for obvious reasons. Clearly, this is not normal. Hopefully, it's not my new normal. It's just a little temporary setback.
you're really okay with the stance now. Oops. Okay. It's okay, fine.
One 23 p.m. and it was 1:02 10 minutes ago. I am trying my best to be hydrated. I feel like my glasses are dirty. Yep. When you're going through something and you have anxiety and your glasses get dirty, sometimes you think it's your vision when it's just your eyeglasses need to be cleaned. I don't know if the chair, but on this couch, hold on. A weighted blanket with me. Usually, I always like to curl up and be cozy with a blanket. Apparently, I'm not the only one. I think in general, a lot of people like that, but I wrote stuff down in this notebook. But I had to go to the bathroom, and my mom left to go for a quick bike ride. She just never know with me. Sometimes I'm fine in that I can do stuff by myself, go from this couch to my bathroom with minimal problems. But then there's times where I need assistance, and she wasn't here. So I got on the floor, scooted on my butt, hopefully did not get these shorts very dirty, used a lot of my upper body strength to pull myself up and move forward, and then maneuvered myself. So I used my foot to turn these lights on up ahead, because the kitchen lights are on but these weren't, and the sun is going bye-bye, so it was getting kind of dark over here despite having the TV on. And then I crab walked. I did some weird maneuver and made my way into my bedroom. I do right in my entryway, there's a ceiling light, so I turned that on. Because there's nothing on in my bathroom. And then I scooted over to that chair and I used it to help me get to the bathroom. And then I used it to help me get back to the couch. And I also brought out this weighted blanket because I love my weighted blanket that's on my bed that I sleep with. There's just something about laying in bed with a weighted blanket that is beautiful. But where we last left off was I was trying to film my heart rate, which is now down to 97, and film me going down the full one flight of stairs, and like it's in my golf cart. Well, I barely made it down the like first little row before we got to the landing, when all of a sudden I got very lightheaded, faint, like dizzy. It's like, ooh, the vertigo or whatever kicked in. And I felt like I was gonna faint, and I grabbed onto the railing, and I sat down because my mom was gonna go with me, be the passenger or the driver. Because at this point, I don't think I should be driving my golf cart to the mailbox to get the mail. And I was like, no, you just go get the mail. I'll wait here. She's like, are you okay? Are you fine? And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. And then all I had left in my hand was my golf cart keys. Since she doesn't need to drive herself, she can walk just fine. And I thought, oh, I just handed her my keys that have the house key on it. I locked myself out. I can't just walk up the stairs and come back into this condo. The door is locked. And so I was like hanging there and hanging on for dear life, trying to deep breathe and like calm any anxiety that I had down, when a gentleman came in the like entryway of the stairwell to like, I don't know, check the like fire alarm or something. And I was feeling very like embarrassed. I think that's the word we're looking for. And he looked at me and he's like, don't mind me, you can continue like sleeping. I must have looked a little like, I don't even know what, I don't even want to know what. And then I decided I don't want to be this like loser weirdo that's just like hanging out in a stairwell. So I went into the lobby where I could sit down and look less like a kook. And then when my mom came back, I was like, hello, I'm not in a stairwell anymore. And then we decided to take the elevator up instead of the stairs, because it'd probably be less work on my legs. Or would that have been a better choice? Because like, you gotta pump the leg muscles to pump the blood flowing. I don't know, but sometimes I can just be lying here and start to feel really faint, and it's spooky, and it's not a fun feeling. And I feel like I'm on the verge of like passing out, but I never do. And it's just this like awful feeling. And I joined a POTS like support group on Facebook, and whoever created that one, it looks like they have a bunch of spin-offs or like different things, but they have these like post threads, and I was like scrolling through seeing everything, and one was about like, what do you personally find helpful? And I screenshotted all, there's like 270 answers. A lot of things were like repetitive, but I took a screenshot of it all, Googled what I didn't know, what something was, and usually it's because it was like a medication. And I took some notes. Wait, that's not my notes from earlier. That is something else. This is my list. So also, speaking of, so I put nausea help. For me, like mints, some people, said, oh, minty gum. I'm more of like a breath mint over a gum person. Very rarely do I ever feel like I need to chew gum. Some people like peppermint tea or peppermint and like licorice or ginseng or whatever, or a prescription, just something to help with nauseousness. But someone recommended acupuncture pressure bands or C-bands for dizziness and nausea. And ta-da, aren't these cute? They're like so me. Ooh. Navy blue and white stripes, like yes. And then,
Please check the power of the device and cable connection step. HDMI 4.
excuse us, television. These like hard plastic half spheres, and you wear them on your.
Please check the power of the device and cable connection step.
This is annoying
Press the
me.
input on the remote to change to another input. Mute.
Maybe you're familiar with these, maybe not, but I was wearing them earlier just out of sheer curiosity, like, were they gonna do anything? And like, some stuff is totally like for comfort. People are like, my significant other, my cat, you know, my favorite TV show, stuff like that. And someone said peanut M&Ms, and my mom's like, I would never say no to peanut M&Ms. I'd say they are, look at that long one, like a football. That she thinks peanut M&Ms can be the cure-all for everything. So while she went to get us dinner, she brought me home some peanut M&Ms. I don't know if it's just someone's favorite little snack to treat themselves with, or because the peanuts might be salty. I don't know, and now I'm very confused about my salt. Because while many people like, oh yeah, salt's great, and even my doctor was like, increase your salt intake, it helps like you to retain more water or whatever. I don't remember. And my eyes feel weird, and not in a good normal way. So yes, basically I've been trying to inhale a lot of salt, and here's the thing, before, I think you saw this, before attempting my journey, I ate from a salt packet, and I said, I just put all this salt in my body, like that's gonna help, I should be fine. Definitely was not fine. But I just listened to, I was listening to some doctor, I forget his name, he's out of South or Southern New Jersey, and he sounds very Jersey, and he's like talked a mile a minute very fast, that I was like, my brain couldn't keep up. And so, and not that I'd want to go to New Jersey to be fixed by someone, but he has, you know, he is one of those doctors who's had the issue, so like he can be very empathetic towards his patients. But I've always been drawn to Dr. Driscoll from Potts Care in Texas. And so my mom and I, before she went for her bike ride, we were sitting, and Jen from Momming with Migraine did a 2-part series of like a Q&A. And we learned a little, still a lot of question marks, but it really helped my mom to decide that like the Potts Care package is something I should do, because I've been like asking for it, but it's expensive. But with code momming, you get 10% off. So there you go. But a lot of people said weighted blankets. I knew that from watching Jen, all her videos. And just like I was gonna take a shower today, it didn't happen, but one of these days it will. Then I learned about this like squeeze. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's an electrolyte ice pop. Not that there's room in my freezer, but they're like those like old-fashioned looking like 90s ice pops, like in the plastic wrapper that's like a long thing, you know. And they're flavored and they're frozen, so it'd be like a nice like treat in the summertime. Especially, the person said it helps them when they have a hard time getting liquids down. And it has electrolytes in it, which is good. And people recommended like cold packs, which makes sense if you're feeling faint and like, you know, weird like that. A lot of people said heat, and at first I'm like, why? The last thing I want to be is hot. But then I heard someone say a heating pad for like your legs, I think. Like maybe that helps with like blood flow. So I don't know. someone did recommend physical therapy. And then I'm like, really? But while I was watching a little bit of this live stream on Facebook, a physical therapist who specializes in all this stuff left a lengthy comment saying that she does PT for these issues, and that like the first like 4 to 6 weeks are brutal and you don't feel very good. But if you can like stick with it, work through that, get past it, then like you start to get better. And I guess then there's like some healing and improvements and whatnot. But then there was some talk about exercise, which I always knew like low and slow, so like low to the ground, and don't go very fast. Like you're gonna basically be like starting from scratch and work your way up to where you were before all this chaos happened. So a lot of people said a recumbent bike, seated exercises, and that row machine. And so I understand a recumbent, I can't even say the word, but I understand it. My gym has like 3 of them, I don't know. Anyways, they have a few. And this way you can be seated upright and you have something supporting your back. So if you feel a woohoo, you're not just gonna like fall backwards, but also like you're moving your leg muscles. You're getting some form of like a cardio type exercise and maybe helping with blood flow. And then the row, again, they're like just go slow and gentle. It's not like we're trying to win a triathlon here. There's no rowing in a triathlon, but you know what I mean? Like, and that it was a good exercise for your heart. So I want to do more research so I can like enlighten my trainer, because I want to get back to the gym. I want to be in a place where like we can just do some stuff on the floor, you know, and like slowly, like, I don't know, because a lot of what I read about is the importance of working out, and I don't just want to become a vegetable and have that cause a whole slew of problems, you know, within itself. So anyways, there's a lot to learn, a lot to figure out, but I wanted to kind of record this process. And I'll have definitely more to say in another video. This one's probably plenty long. Feel free to subscribe and ring the bell so you can keep up and follow all my journeys. And I don't have no idea. Oh my goodness. I am exhausted. I don't feel well and I have to call my grandma. I don't have to, but I'm gonna call my grandma and check up on her. That is just, don't look at me. Joy. My eyeballs are crusty and itchy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, ow. I'm gonna go put myself back together again. Call me Humpty Dumpty, and you can leave any comments, questions, suggestions down below, and all the fun things. And until next time, keep it quirky.